I've been a travel nurse for almost a year and a half, and in that period of time, I've learned there are certain things that are helpful to have with you in the car, and I'm going to share those things with you today. So let's start with this bad boy, which I've gifted to so many people. It's my favorite thing. So it's a charger. It's a phone charger. You charge it this way. It's one of the ways you can charge it. You plug it right into the wall. You can also plug it in to the wall using the USB here. Or versus, I guess with a micro. You can charge your phone by putting a cord in here, like just a regular phone cord. Or you can charge it using a micro USB. But what's cool about it, which this is amazing, I think, because you don't need a cord, you don't need to use one of your cords to charge it, but it has the USB-C, it's got a micro, and then it has the lightning for the iPhone. So all these cords are attached, and you just push them into the side of it, and it's nice and compact. This is 10,000 milliamps. I don't know but it's 10,000. It charges your phone, fast charging when you plug it in, and it comes in several colors. And then you can see the charge on it this way. It takes several hours to charge this, but it will charge your phone several times. I usually plug it in overnight. I take it to work with me. I always have it charged if I'm gonna do a trip, just in case, I don't know, my car breaks down or something. But I take it with me everywhere. You'll never be with a dead phone. All right. Along the same category as that is my handy dandy car jumper. So this here will jump my Prius. I've never tried it out on another car, and I know that my Prius is probably pretty easy to jump, but the reviews on Amazon on this are amazing. So you can always return it if it doesn't work. But I drained my car when I got it purposefully. It was dead to the world and it jumped it. So what it also does though is it can charge your phone or anything that you need to plug in. You just turn it on, it shows it's 100%. So before I have like a long trip, I always make sure it's charged. Charge it in the house. You can charge it in the car as well, but it will also jump your car. So it comes with all these different attachments. It has like a compass on it. This illuminates and flashes, and there's a flashlight, but those aren't as important to me as the fact that I can jump my car if I'm in the middle of nowhere. Or even at work. I've had my car die at work and then I don't need to find somebody. So it comes with these. This plugs right into the box, and then it also comes with, you can charge it in a cigarette lighter, and you can charge it in the wall, and then it comes with all these like laptop, which obviously I don't think it would work with an MacBook, but it has all these attachments for a laptop you can charge with, there's a cord for that. So yeah, this thing is awesome. I've used it several times to jump my car, and it's a safety thing. And also would charge your phone, but I wouldn't get it just to charge your phone. I like that it's compact too. I just put it under my seat here. Some cars, you can't open the trunk if it's the battery's dead because it's electric. So I've had it in the trunk before. I don't recommend that. Have it where you can reach it. All right, something kind of different are these little hooks, which I have 4 of them, and they're on my seat. I have, if you've ever had your bag slam forward when you're driving because you have to lay on your brakes, this prevents it from happening. I hook it when I have my work bag here because usually it has like drinks that it goes flying, the drinks go flying too. But mainly I use it for groceries, and it's just great. I have them on the back seat too, just to hang on like you can hang them facing this way, you can hang them behind the seat, in front of the seat. I love them. They're very cheap on Amazon. They'll be linked below. And they come in different colors, so you can get them to match your interior. I always have this in my trunk. It used to zip up. It's broken now. It's cheap. It's from Walmart, but it's just a blanket that you can lay anywhere if you happen to come across a park or something and you want to hang out. So I like that to just have in the back of my car at all times. I also, from experience, have decided to keep scrubs in my car. Now these don't particularly match maybe the colors of a certain hospital, but my experience was getting puked on at work. I'm a NICU nurse, so it was baby puke, but I was working at a rehab, and they didn't have an OR or surgical scrubs or anything, and they didn't have spare, so I was stuck in the clothes that I was wearing. So I decided to keep this in the back of my car. If I'm at a normal hospital, they typically have surgical scrubs, even if you're not required to wear surgical scrubs, and it doesn't match the colors. Like, people change into them if they need to. But also a pair of socks, because it stinks to like walk into the hospital and your sneakers are soaked. At least you can get some dry socks. So I keep this in the back of my trunk underneath, and all this stuff is pretty much out of sight. So no matter where you travel to, you might not think that you need a brush like this, but let me tell you, I've been in Tennessee. I did not think it was going to frost as soon as it did. There was a frost in like November, which I was not expecting. So I'm back in New England. It is snowy winter wonderland here, and I'm going to be bringing this with me. It's a nice compact one. You can extend it, and it's got an ice scraper on the other side, and I will never leave without that. Again, doesn't take up a lot of space. I'll put it where my underneath, where my like spare tire and stuff is. Along with that, I always have gloves in my car, mittens. Keep them in the back. You never know. I used these a lot last year in Texas. The winter, it was cold. You never know. Just keep them in there. It's not like you're keeping winter boots in there and a parka, but at least you don't have, like, I've had to wait around at the end of a shift for my ice to thaw because the frost, even though it was early November in Tennessee. So if I had this ice scraper, I could head home after a 12-hour shift. This is a new addition. It's a rolling cart. It's quite big, and I will never leave home without it. This is the first assignment that I've brought it because I'm in an apartment complex, and to carry groceries, it would have been ridiculous. This has saved me so much time, saved my back. Yeah, it's amazing. It collapses down. There's a lot of people that have like the dolly type with the bag, but this holds more. It's sturdier. I just like it. And it clips down. I highly recommend this. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it every assignment. I think we're down to one of the last things, which has changed my travel game, because I can bring, so it's not so much I can bring more, let me correct myself, but I can breathe in my car without feeling like an avalanche of stuff is going to pour out over me during like a 36-hour drive. So it is a roof rack. Not a roof rack. It's called a roof bag. And it's hard to show you, but let me show you the logo. I don't know where the logo is, but let me just show you that the seams are waterproof. They have these nice zippers on them, and it stays dry inside. Let me tell you whether it's raining or not, because this flap comes over the zipper. And then it attaches using 4 of these little loops, which are on the top of the bag. And I'll insert some pictures because I've used it several times now. So this is how it looks on the car. And there's 2 different sizes. I drive this tiny little sedan Prius, so I have the smaller size, but it fits a lot. And you don't want to get too big if you're not going to fill it, because any loose material is going to flap in the wind. So you want it as full as you can. I fill it with I travel in totes. I don't travel in like bags or suitcases. I travel with totes. So I got like some large totes and then some smaller totes that are like this high and like this wide. And so I load those totes up in here, and then I top it with my vacuum seal bags, with clothes and things like that, blankets. And then it fills it pretty good, because if you overstuff it, it won't zip, and you don't want to force the zipper. But it snaps inside of the car. The straps like go right at the door jamb here, and then in the back seat door. So they run along the inside of the car. I was going to get an extra one to like make sure it was super sturdy, but honestly I've never used an extra one, and it works just fine. The only thing you want to make sure is that the loose strap isn't blowing in the wind, and you kind of tug it inside the car. You will get a little bit of like dripping because it compresses, you know, the seal of the car, but if it's like pouring out, but as far as like the integrity of it, it works great. It doesn't shift. There is a mat to get under it to protect the top of your car, and I think it helps it from shifting, and it's worked great. But yeah, roofbag.com, and you can get them on Amazon. Last but not least, I want to show you the phone holder that I use in the car for my GPS. So this is the phone holder that I use. I love it so much. It used to have a bar on the bottom, but it kind of was a pain with my pop socket, so I took that off. But it's adjustable here and adjustable here, and then it's on a little ball and socket there. So this is the Audi brand, the iAudi, and you push this when you put your phone in. Basically it pushes that forward and it closes up. There are different sizes, and with the pop socket I just have to make sure the pop socket's out, and then it kind of rests on top of here. So far in my travel journey, these are the things that have changed the game, and I definitely don't want to leave home without. I hope that something here you find would be useful for your travels, whether it's as a travel nurse or just for leisure. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.